Flopagus, the problem is that I have a fundamental disagreement with a lot of different content creators on the internet right now, where a lot of people seem to think that they have no, where a lot of people seem to think they have no influence over the communities that they build. Like, Lauren Southern will release a video saying, hey guys, stop hating women. And then when all the people in her fan base start coming out, it's like, yo, what the fuck, you stupid cunt, like, oh, stupid fucking bitch ass woman trying to, then everybody, then when they go, oh, you know, like, well, this is the fan base that you built, Lauren, and she's like, oh, well, you know, I can't help that. Or like when Sargon says, well, I can't help it if all of my fans are Trump supporters, like, that's not my fault, right? Or that when JF says, I can't help it if all of my arguments happen to be, you know, supportive of, you know, race realism and all that shit. Like, they act like they have no responsibility whatsoever to like, in terms of like the fan bases they build or the types of messages they get out. Shirley, you must be annoyed at all the out-of-context graphs and charts being shocked on all of your tweets. Okay, sure, but the same shit happened when we talked about immigration, my dude. Half-wit inventor. How do I get over there? Treasure hunt at the castle. I don't even know which direction I'm supposed to leave because there's no compass in this fucking game. Your Discord and subreddit is full of comrades? Yeah, sure, it happens, and I understand that, but dude, don't act like I don't spend every second, like, every time I engage with these people, it's usually negative. Like, do I have, like, some level of, like, commie whatever things on my Discord or some shit? Yeah, sure, but I don't think the majority of my fan base are socialists, and I think the majority of my fan base knows pretty well where I stand on issues like socialism and communism. I think I can pretty safely say that there is no ambiguity about my views on that. Where does this take me? I think you have a fundamental misunderstanding of socialism in general, due to that one extreme meme. Yeah, I know, my dude. I have it all wrong, and
hey, buddy,
everyone else who talked to me had it all wrong, and you're gonna come on and you've got the exact right. I know, dude.
Love from an irrelevant country in Africa.
Well, thanks, buddy. Race realism has a unique position in that there's just not much out there. Immigration has been studied to death because it's an important factor. Race realism, however, far less so. Well, then learn those arguments. Maybe there's like a killer bullet question that a more educated person can ask then, right? And then that's my goal, is to become that more educated person. Like, okay, well, if you think that race realism is true, then point to this, or show me where this has been demonstrated, right? And maybe that's the killer question, and then you become familiar with it. I don't know, maybe that is, maybe it isn't, maybe it's not, I'm not sure. But like, but if you could get to that point, right? Because I'm at that point with immigration. I'm very confident that I could go on Fox News and argue about fucking immigration to this point, right? You think that immigration is a net negative to society? Show me. In what ways, right? And I know the arguments that most of them will make. Well, in some studies, immigration could have a negative fiscal impact. Okay, fiscal impact is not the economy, right? And fiscal impact is something that we accept anyway, right? When we do things like stimulus packages, that's a negative fiscal impact for the growth of it, right? I could do these arguments to death against pretty like decently intelligent people. But for race realism, I don't know fucking anything, and it seems like nobody does, right? So maybe when you do the homework on race realism, then you come up with, like, you know, a couple of questions where it's like, well, can you show me this thing? And then they're like, well, and it's like, okay, well, that would be a pretty important thing to show me if you're trying to make an argument, right? But I don't know those things because I don't have that background yet. What do I have left for quests? I'm sorry. Okay, reclaiming the forest. Where do I need to go for this? This is the forest, right? Is it here, maybe? No. Good luck, Vandal. I love you, buddy. Be careful. You didn't debate JonTron, you screamed like a man-child? I didn't really... Go ahead and link me in the debate with JonTron where I screamed like a man-child. I didn't debate JonTron because JonTron didn't have anything to debate. He was woefully uneducated and completely unprepared for the topic, and probably more than a little bit racist in his approach to things. Ah, here it is. Okay. Forest Zone Center. How many of the lectures have we done? I think we did part 2 yesterday, so it's 3 tonight. Wow, and you're such an expert. Just 2 seconds ago you said you didn't know. Didn't know what? I've watched all the lectures some years ago. Tangle 10. Does it get more dense, or is it going to all be this easy? Or like this, like basic? I'm hoping that it gets, there's like more information later on. Have you ever thought about taking the position that IQ is a silly indicator of intelligence, which is hardly... I would have to look into it more. I've never seen anything that says it. Somebody was linking earlier some Science Direct thing. There might be better ways of measuring intelligence, but I've never heard anybody say that IQ is, like, bad at doing it. That, like, there are these massive... Like, I hate to make this comparison because it invites so much fucking autism from chat, but it seems like IQ is somewhat similar to like BMI, and that it's a pretty good indicator for most things in general, but like maybe at the extremes it falls apart, or there might be exceptions, or there might be better ways of measuring it. So for instance, like a better way of measuring somebody's health instead of BMI would be like body fat percentage, like actually measuring that would be better. But the BMI in and of itself is like a pretty decent indicator of like a somewhat decent indicator of like whether or not they're at a healthy weight. So like somebody that has like, it's very, 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 so here are 2 statements that I think I could make with some level of certainty, okay? It is incredibly unlikely that somebody that is like 2 standard deviations below the norm for IQ is going to be very intelligent in any measurable way. It's very unlikely, or any demonstrable way. It's also very, very unlikely that somebody that is like 2 standard deviations above the norm for IQ is going to be very unintelligent, right? I think that those are 2 fair statements to make. Yeah, the Raptor, that was always a big problem that I had in high school, and it's one of the reasons why I got away with not studying so much, which fucked me in college probably, or in even some high school topics, is that like I can deal with concepts really well, but learning formulas and everything is a bit more difficult for me. So like usually for a concept, if I hear it once or twice, it'll usually stick pretty well if I understand it, but for formulas, I have to sit down and hammer those out more. So I was a much better bio student than I was like a physics or chemistry student. Or I had to spend a lot more time studying like math and calc and shit than I ever did for like bio or psychology especially, right? Like I could hear like a topic and then like, oh yeah, you know, that makes sense to me, so I like understand it pretty well. But like for formulas and shit, I would have to go over for stoichiometry. I hated chemistry. Fuck that whole class. Yeah, maybe I have a very high concept IQ, but a very low formula IQ. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Is there a really good reason why America hasn't split all of its states into different countries in the sense that they could regulate everything on the state level? Not a meme question. Because integration is just so important to your success. What do you mean? Integration is amazing. Integration is so good. It's so good for so many different things economically and politically. Just when you're more integrated, your economy functions way better. Labor, supply of goods and everything can travel between borders better. This is the whole point of like the EU, or it's what the EU is trying to do, right? Like if they could better integrate the countries of Europe into one like unified body, it just improves everything. There's so much less friction. I guess I'm familiar mainly with the economic arguments. I don't know as much about the cultural or social shit or whatever. What is this?
月の涙と呼ばれる月の涙いつの間にこの花月の涙って言うんですね
Thank you, Cameron.
これを見ているとなぜだかわかりませんが巨大な
Giant boar.
イノシ
Is
シ
this
に
like a reference to
何
Nier
度
1 or
もそう
something?
体を壊されてそのそれに胸のあたりがもしこのよくだからお願いしますありがとうございますもし月の涙を見つけたときはこの周波数に通信では
Why don't you bring on a qualified academic to talk on stream with? I think that'd be interesting for all of us because the okay. How many people do I have here? I don't like giving these explanations if like everybody's not here. Is enough. Okay. Have you ever seen? All my examples are like music shit. If you go to a music masterclass, okay, something very strange will happen, okay? Something very strange will happen. The expected behavior would be you would give a lot of criticism to somebody that is really bad, and you wouldn't have as much criticism to give to somebody that is really good, right? This would be the expected thing that would happen if you were to go to like a master class where musicians are playing for somebody that's a professional to get feedback on their playing. That would be what you would think. Okay, well, if the guy, you know, gives you a ton of criticism, it's because you fucked up a lot. If the guy gives you a little bit of criticism, it's probably because your stuff was really good. You were pretty good, right? It's actually the exact opposite. It is so far in the opposite, for reasons which I will make clear, okay? If an amateur goes and plays in front of a professional musician, there's just not really much for the professional to say to the amateur. You know, like, hey, like, keep practicing. You know, you can work on, you know, a couple of these fundamentals really well, and once you start hammering that away, you know, you'll do better. That's like all you can really say to an, and this is probably true across every art, across every athletic discipline, pretty much across anything you'll ever do in your life, in computer programming, right, and everything you'll do, this will hold true. There's just not much you can say to somebody that's a huge amateur, you know, like, keep working on your fundamentals, practice your scales, your breath, like all of that is will help you so much, you know. Now, when somebody that's really good steps up to play, well, now the professional has so much more they can critique, right? And in a master class, they'll usually say as much, like, I know that I'm giving you a lot of feedback but it's because I think you're so good that I can go into these like finer points, you know, like if you're really good and you play for a professional, they might say, you know, like, hey, like at measure 34, you know, there's this phrase, and I think that it's really similar to this phrase at measure 68, like they're one and the same. It would be cool if you could bring out using your phrasing, if you could show like they might get like really detailed into shit like this, right? Or like, you know, like hyper-specific critiques about the way that you approach like your altissimo, you know, or the way that you, like these really fine concepts, you know? And again, like at the end of a masterclass, you might think that like, wow, he gave so much critique to that one guy and he didn't even say much to the other dude. Like that other guy must have been really good. It's the exact opposite. The more somebody knows, the more you can critique them, the more you can offer them, right? So the reason why I bring this up is because a lot of people say, why bother learning anything about bio at all? Why not just go find a professional and talk to them? The thing is that all of my questions would be incredibly basic and a waste of their time and a waste of my time and a waste of your time. Why would I bring on a professional to ask them things when I have no working knowledge of anything? I don't even have the vocabulary necessary to engage in these conversations. It would make more sense to get like a simple background in the area and then dig a little bit more specifically into the topic we're talking about. And then once I have that knowledge, then I can bring on somebody who's like, hey, so I'm familiar with this concept or this concept. Can you explain why this is or why this isn't or something, right? That's a better way to approach it, I think. Okay. I feel like I've given this explanation like 2 or 3 times on stream. Please clip this and throw it at people in the future when they go, Destiny, why not just bring on a professional? Ask them now. Don't you think that the base of white nationalism is racialism, which is identical in root with nationalism, tribalism, the root being an intense preference for the in-group? The only difference is where the line of cooperation, competition, in-group, out-group is drawn. If I'm a 1488er, I don't want intelligent East State. I don't know, dude. Oh, fuck. The Forest King is already dead. Why are these guys still fighting? So for what you just explained is why I think paying for coaching in games is a waste of time. Maybe. If you're really low level, probably. But if you're pretty high level, you could probably get a lot more out of it. But that's the ultimate irony, is that most of the people that pay for coaching are really low level, right? If you're not like top 1% in the game or whatever, then paying for coaching is probably a waste of time. But like once you've hit like higher points, then... Are you serious? Did I jump too high? Why do you say worse things and more racist things than JonTron ever did? I don't think I've ever said anything more racist than what JonTron said. Maybe when I was a teenager, I guess. I don't know. Probably when I was a teenager, because I was like a hardcore conservative. It wouldn't surprise me. I think I need to get up here somehow.
Yeah.
Am I not supposed to ever get up here? I'm not supposed to ever get up here. Okay. Oh, okay.
これは月の涙。エミールさんに。
はい、なんでしょう。
月の涙を見つけました。場所は。
今すぐ行きます。そこにいてください。
そこにいろっていつまで。
お待たせしました。ああ、何か思い出しずっと昔。でも、そういえば。
人間を。
探してくれ。別の場所を見つけ。僕は
Destiny, I was conservative in most my stances. Since listening to you, though, I'm definitely more open than I was after hearing just the facts. Your willingness to take in objective stances on topics has let me hear ideas I would have ignored otherwise. Less than 3.
Wow, thanks, buddy. I try to be the master of objectivity. What are we? Why am I even over here? No! Oh, I was in the air. Show breakdown video. Uh-oh.
I want to changing as before. I want to fix it as soon as possible, but I have to wait at least 6 months. It's so depressed. So torture.
Okay. I don't care. I don't know. Not a big plastic surgery, dude. I don't know. Never mind. Yeah, apparently her nose job fucked up and she stuck with it for 6 months. Rip. I don't think there was anything wrong with her nose before, but yeah, I don't know. Hey, yo, chill. Body dysphoria is a scary thing. If you're having massive body dysphoria over a nose, I don't know, my dude. I'm not sure. Hold on 1 second. Getting pretty bad frame rate drop.
Hey buddy, I studied mathematical logic and proofs. Really enjoy your debating style.
Wow, thanks,
Keep
buddy.
up the good fight.
Dude, upgrading this shit is really fucking hard. Holy fuck, where do you get pure water at? Or power up part? Update on the court case about Sargon.
So the first thing I wanted to start with here was an update in the Sargon of Akkad, or Aquila Hughes versus Sargon of Akkad case. You may remember that back in October or November, Morrison and Lee had requested default because Sargon had, quote-unquote, not responded. Well, there's been a series of updates in the case since then, starting with this November 24th letter from Michael Lee. This firm represents Aquila Hughes. Carl Benjamin claims to be represented by Wesley Mullen. Mr. Mullen has not filed a notice of appearance, but claims to be representing defendant. Defendant claims he was improperly served in England with the complaint, but refuses to accept service or provide his home address, and therefore is necessitating this motion. Well, that's a little bit of an overstatement there. Morrison and Lee, Michael Lee is trying to get good service on him, sure, but that doesn't mean that there's like any requirement. Like, I don't have to help my opponent serve me. There's absolutely no requirement, at least not until a judge issues some kind of order, and then again only if that judge has jurisdiction over the parties and the matter and the case and controversy and all that. So this is a tiny bit of an overstatement here, but let's continue. On August 25th, plaintiff filed the instant action against defendant. Plaintiff asserts a claim of copyright infringement. On September 11th, defendant was served with a copy of the complaint summons, civil cover sheet, Copyright Office Form AO121, ECF filing rules and instructions, Your Honor's individual rules and practices via Federal Express, and pursuant to Rule 4 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Defendant has failed to answer or otherwise move in response to the complaint. The clerk of court entered a certificate of default on October 11th. Pursuant to Rule 55, plaintiff is entitled to a default judgment. However, on November 13th, 2017, I received a letter via email from Mr. Mullen, the letter, asserting that service on defendant was improper. Plaintiff is only aware of one address for defendant and served defendant at that address, which he previously identified as his own. For plaintiff to be informed that this sworn statement was not true came as a surprise. Additionally, Mr. Mullen accused this firm of wrongful conduct in obtaining the certificate of default because the FedEx confirmation lacked a signature. Plaintiff expressly denies any wrongful intent in obtaining the default. Nonetheless, in the interest of providing defendant an opportunity to appear and defend this action, we responded to the letter and agreed to stipulate to vacate the certificate of default and asked if Mr. Mullen would accept service. In response to this request, Mr. Mullen claimed he was not authorized to accept service. This is normal. I do not accept service for many of my clients on purpose. Therefore, despite claiming service is insufficient, defendant has refused to provide an alternative address and is now willfully evading service. Instead of filing the order to show cause and wasting this court's resources if defendant is going to oppose based on lack of service, plaintiff would like to ensure that defendant was properly served. Defendant, who is located in England, was served pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 4F2C2. In doing so, plaintiff relied on defendant's own sworn statement in his counter notice pursuant to the Digital Millennium Copyright Act that he was residing at the address to which process was mailed. So, what is Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 4F2C2? Let's take a look. Serving an individual in a foreign country. Unless federal law provides otherwise, an individual other than a minor, an incompetent person, or a person whose waiver has been filed may be served at a place not within any judicial district of the United States by internationally agreed means that are reasonably calculated to give notice, such as those authorized by the Hague Convention on Service Abroad of judicial and extrajudicial fact documents. And there was actually a case this summer in the U.S. Supreme Court that held that you can serve people via mail if it is provided for in the Hague Convention and whatever their local law is. Permits service by process, service of process by mail, provided that the receiving state has not objected to service.
Hold on.
Steve, y'all fucked up getting the thinkery taken down. Should have let him catch a case or two first.
Gotcha.
By mail, and service by mail is otherwise authorized. the court has made it easier for plaintiffs commencing litigation in the U.S. to serve defendants located abroad. So what is service? Service is supposed to be the official notice of the lawsuit. It is a very important
my dude.
step
Thanks
in
for
the
the top tier
procedure
meme
of
and
a
endless
lawsuit,
hours of
and it
entertainment.
sets dates and preserves
Here is to
the
many more.
notice of the
Abathur in
claims
5,
to
4,
the defendant.
3, 2,
So
1
if
Abathur.
Sargon's lawyer is responding that they know about the lawsuit and simply don't want to receive it formally, that almost sounds like they already know about it, and so they should just receive it formally. So a court could really agree that service is being evaded here. At the same time, you don't have any duty that I know of to assist the plaintiff in making their case, except maybe a little bit of discovery. But you don't have to show up somewhere and receive the documents by law or something. They have to follow the procedure and serve you properly. But apparently they can do it by mail. Sargon provided a mailing address, and they successfully mailed something to him. Now, is FedEx mail? I don't know. The judge might not agree that FedEx is mail. When I do service of process via mail, I use the mail. I don't use FedEx or UPS. I use the United States Postal Service and the official channels that goes through. But let's continue. Oh, yeah, I did want to go back there. On many occasions, the district court has permitted service by email. You can, and basically the rest of that is you can have service by email. And so this is a letter motion request for service by email. Then on December 5th, we get another letter from Michael Lee.
Holy
Defendant,
shit. Okay, hold on.
despite
Let me
being served with...
just do this real quick. Jesus. It's too many fucking voices. God damn. Sargon in court. My dudes. He's not gonna be able to go to Kilroy.
聞こえてる。
廃墟都市に設置してある転送装置が故障したみたいです。このままだと地上活動に不具合があるので、時間がある時にでも修復をお願いします。
了解。
詳細はメールさせていただきました。よろしくお願いします。
報告。アクセスポイントからメール受信の連絡。転送装置が使用不可能な場合、データのアップロードなどに著しい不具合が生ず。
Has my case gone anywhere? I think the official cease and desist has gone out from my new lawyers now, so I think I'm just waiting on the response from her for that. Does her shop sell anything good? Like, am I supposed to be buying chips from her? Or are chips that you buy from vendors always garbage? Oh, sorry, Millet's boy. Should we go up here and die to these guys again? Oh, I have a new chip. What happened to the old lawyer? Well, I sent out the last cease and desist I sent out on my own. And then this one. Some of the materials can be good to buy from, yeah. What are we doing? Oh, I got a new meme. 5% chance of reviving with 20% HP upon death. Is this a good meme? Do we want this shit? No, some guy. Make a post about my server. I feel like I've described like a million times why it's a bad idea to do that, but I'll do this one final time. I don't know how many more times I can say this. Destiny, rather than doing the relatively general behavioral genetics meme, it might be more productive for you to A, list the race realist arguments, and then B, watch lectures as necessary to develop an understanding of the topics relevant to each one. No, okay? So race realism is rooted in an argument in genetics, which is rooted in basic biology, right? Or it's rooted in biology. I'm not going to like look up hyper-specific things related to this without getting like a somewhat basic working knowledge of like biological concepts first, okay? I feel like I've said this like at least like 10 times on stream at this point. I don't know how many more times I have to answer that question. Like, it would be like if I wanted to argue about whether or not the Copenhagen interpretation or whatever of QM is correct, like, I wouldn't just watch a video on that. I would have to have like a working model of like physics and whatnot before digging into that. Does that not make sense? Why are those robots? Oh, they just spawned in, didn't they? How the fuck? You want to go on the left? Oh, did I just fuck myself? So I want to go left, and then what? Do I want to go left all the way around? Do you want the meme way to beat this? Yeah, if you got a meme way. Thank you for that damage. Oh my god. This is really the way to go? There's a path instead of going on the buildings. Okay. Do robots really travel slower when you have your thing on? Is that actually true? No way. Oh my god. This feels dirty. Oh no! What? Nope. Fuck that. Bad robot. Was this the one that had gone offline again? That one is offline. Are you having more fun playing this when you played Final Fantasy 15? This game is, the story of this game is already, even if it ended in the worst way possible, is already infinitely better than Final Fantasy 15. Holy shit. You need 20% move speed to do this easily. To do what easily? Are you talking about the quest that I just finished? Wait, what? You can only move so quickly? Really? Where can I see like my overall impact on my move speed? It doesn't show it on the status on the right. Do I need the text log? I have over 100 mentions on my fucking Twitter right now. Jesus Christ. Destiny, the speed star.
Bad Bunny is
West.
annoying as fuck. Bonus meme,
Nice.
all weebs are pedophiles, wowie.
The one I just finished that, didn't I, Desperado? Okay. Weapon attack is good. Cooldown is good, right? Evade range is good, right? Ooh. Alright, are we good? Bring me on stream. What's up? What do you want, Aldemar? Move speed is a waste? I like to move fast. Why? Oh wait, is there not a quick way to change your chips? I thought you could do this quickly. Fuck. Don't miss your haircut? My haircut is at 4:30. Huh. Did I save my game? I did, right? Oh, we did now. It's 4 p.m. right now. Didn't I say my haircut is at 4:30? The barbershop is literally 2 minutes from my house. Please shut the fuck up. Hup! Hup! Huh. Oh my god. Okay. Go away!
がとうございました。
ありがとう。
目標地点の情報を入手。マップにマーク。
でも倒すべき機械生命体を修理するなんて複雑な気分。
情報はあればあるに越したことはないですよ。To be
Fuck. It's all over, boys. I can't even meme about that. That's annoying as fuck. I'm sorry, Destiny. Wait, what? Wait, meme about what? You could ask Money about her views on income disparity or gerrymandering. For example, she just told me life is life and avoided the free will determinism. Hopefully she's just pretending to be retarded again right after you showed how fucking dumb she is. Don't you hate these? Holy shit! I'm pretty sure that Buddy's background is in like the fields that she studied. She probably just hasn't delved much into like most like social issues and whatnot. That's kind of what it seemed like from my conversation with her. I mean, I guess you can pretend that she's like literally fucking savage Hitler though if you want. I mean, if that makes you feel better. Why are these things like impossible to kill? Holy shit. Okay, never mind, I give up. You win, buddy. Is this where I'm supposed to be finding that enemy? You are, or is this the betrayer shit? Oh, fuck. Oh no. Huh. Oh, this. Do the black belt one? I think that one was gonna take me a long, long time. Yeah, don't call me Dust anymore. Please call me Speedstar. Thank you.
報告。アクセスポイントからメール受信の連絡。
Holy shit.
報告。転送装置周辺に適正機械生命体妨害電波を確認。推測。転送装置の不具合は敵の妨害電波に起因。推奨。当該。
これで全部か。一応転送装置本体も調べてみよう。機能に問題ないみたい。
報告。転送装置の正常動作を確認。
こちら夜ハ部隊 2B バンカーオペレーター 6O に通信。あ、2B さんお疲れ様です。指定された転送装置を復旧した。原因は敵機械生命体の妨害電波。了解しました。ありがとうございます。司令部内で情報共有しておきますね。あと特別報酬のデータをメールします。了解。でもいいですね 2B さん。いや戦闘任務は大変だと思います。ただ地上の綺麗な風景を見られていいなって私も
いつか降りられたらいいなって思うんです。そう。
Okay, Vandal, submit your proof right now that Laldemar is a race realist. Go. Wow. Okay, pristine screw. I strictly said you come out in full defense mode when race realists near their head. Rear their head. Where did he come out in full defense mode? Link it. Link it, Vendo! Emil's memories. We're seeing screws are at the start of the prologue factory? Wait, really? Desert camp.
AAAHHH2B San Nathanweeb.
The McDonald's Parmesan fries aren't that good. McDonald's is Parmesan fries? What? Fuck, I'm so young. Ah! Okay. Oh my god, I didn't see the bullshit the other. I thought he was like rearing up for a hit. Stop yawning. Why don't you put single game playthroughs on YouTube anywhere? They just don't really get any views. I don't know if it's worth it. Fuck.
If flat Earth isn't real, then explain this.
Nope. Seems a lot of people in chat really got a bad impression of Bunny from a discussion about dating black people. I feel like you should have her back on and clear that up. Maybe. I mean, it's a pretty natural position to take if you've never really, like, thought about it much before, which I think was the issue. The problem, though, is that, like, doing that type of introspection, fuck me, is really hard on a stream when, like, everybody starts calling you a racist. It's probably, like, obviously I can do it. Because I'm enlightened. Just because I'm used to it, but, if you don't have that background, it's going to be pretty difficult. This is retarded. This looks like how I used to harass my little sister. swinging your arms around like a retard. Now she's just a closet racist? Oh, maybe. I'm not even gonna get close to you. Fuck that shit. Oh, fuck me. Would you have more clout if you did prepared content on YouTube? Maybe. It would just take away from my streaming. It's really hard to find your body in this game. It doesn't, like, stick out at all. Oh, there we go.
このネジがあればあの大きな機械生命体を修理できますね。
Wow, good job. You need to melee those dudes' arms or legs in between their attacks for massive damage. You play way too passively. Well, I had a body out, you fucking retard. Fuck off, Stin. I wasn't gonna risk dying. I'm losing my chips. People are waiting with their dicks in their hands for your podcast. I don't even know where the fuck I would upload that shit at. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I should. Only the most skilled player would ever be able to get back there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, can I get back there? Wait, what the fuck? Maybe there's another way back there? You have to go around through the caves? Where are the fucking caves at? You have to take a really long route through some caves behind you. Over here? No.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are these caves at? Gotta leave in like 10 minutes, guys. Go to the cliff edge. There's a cave path along the side. Where's the cliff edge? canyon on the right side as you enter the area from the city ruins. Wait, really? It's right there, right? I don't know. You're 20 seconds delayed, dude. I don't like. Post a screenshot or something. I don't know why people say right there on my screen when I'm actively running, and they know that it's like 15 to 20 seconds delayed. On the map? Like, do you want me to go like down over here?
Knowing your personality, do you think something could realistically make you cry? Nowadays or in the future? I can't imagine you crying in my head. Physical pain excluded.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, if somebody like cut my arm off, I'd be probably pretty upset. I don't know. You can see it on the map right now. Thanks. L in the black spot with the L shape on the map. Black spot, L shape. Am I retarded? I'm not seeing an L shape. Hold on. Okay. Holy shit. Oh, cool. Random. Go left? Well, why? What's up here? Damn, Daniel. Keep your hair long? No, I'm actually gonna get my haircut super short. Super short. You know why? Because I don't have to cut it again for a long ass fucking time. That's how I do my shit. Fuck that shit. Hop. Hop. What did Toothless Link? Is it worth looking at, or is he just retarded? Oh my god, it canceled my shit again! Why does it do it? Almost died to a level 10 machine. Feels good, man. Oh, didn't cancel that time. Thick dictionary. Thick. Is that a dictionary where every page is just a picture of... Nope. Not doing it. Is this... Are we... What the fuck am I even looking at? Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Pokemon. But you know what? I didn't do it. We're better than that. Wait, do I jump? Is this like part of the maze? What? Why? Okay, we're going left. Wait, what's in here? Oh, first playthrough shit I can't do. Alright, good job, Waldemar. You've cleared your sullied name. And Vandal, you have tarnished your name by levying a false accusation. What have you say for yourself? The records show I didn't accuse him of being race realist. I just accused him of stuff like this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I set up an appointment for 4 o'clock? For 4:30. Am I going the right way? Fuck. Oh, I think we're doing it now, boys. Wait. Do I want to go down there? We did it.
はい何でしょう
月の涙を見つけました。場所は
今すぐ行きますそこにいてください
そこにいろって。
お待たせしました
やっぱり早っ。
ああそうか昔僕はここで
エミールさん。
きっとでも
Oh fuck, I skipped something.
それが何かは
I had something what to protect? I don't.
探してくれ別の場所を見つけ僕は
There are more of these things? Okay, I think I'm gonna get back to the camp base save point, and then I'll probably be back in like an hour. I think. I bought some huge gingerbread house thing to build with Nathan, so we're gonna build that after, or like a gingerbread tree thing. I don't know how long that'll take, but I think we're probably just doing Nier for the rest of today. Oh no, I have to do a little bit of Factorio because we'll listen to another one of those bio lectures. You're going to a barber or a hair salon? I go to a barber, dude. Oh, and we're also doing the watch giveaway tonight. Yeah, that's true. Which bio lecture did we listen to? It was number 2 yesterday. Today is number 3. Are we doing any debates tonight? I don't know. I asked that one dude on Twitter, but I don't think he was interested. Do you have to be in chat for the giveaway? Nope. You just need to go to woodwatches.com/destiny to sign up for it, and then we'll do the drawing there. I haven't wanted to say anything yet because I don't know like what the rest of this game will be like, but one kind of cool thing is that none of the side quests in this game so far I've seen like grindy, pointless, dumb missions or whatever, as opposed to like the Bethesda RPGs where all of the side quests is 100% trash content. Like all of these so far have been pretty interesting, I think. That's a good thing. I don't know if the rest of the game will be like that. There haven't been any like go hunt 15 monsters or whatever. Shit, 47 minutes. I just missed my whole haircut.